people in Miami Beach and other low-lying areas of Florida being told to leave and find higher ground. Miami Beach is on a barrier island with only a few exit points. Across the bay in Miami, there are big concerns over some 25 construction cranes that cannot be taken down before Irma arrives. People who live in nearby buildings are being urged to get out. Mark Strassman is in Miami with a plan to protect the buildings and infrastructure. Mark, good morning.
Good morning. For emergency officials here, one of the many Irma worries are these construction sites, and I want to show you why. Take a look. It's these construction cranes that are all over Miami. They're massive and heavy. Their counterbalances alone can weigh up to 30,000 pounds. You do not want to be near one of these if it starts to collapse.
When Hurricane Irma hits, cranes like these could start spinning like weather vanes. They're designed to do that, says Peter Dyga. He's president of Associated Builders and Contractors in South Florida.
If you were to lock them down, they would be presenting more resistance to the wind and cause a bigger problem.
The cranes can withstand winds of up to 145 miles per hour, but Irma's sustained winds have reached as high as 185 miles per hour. And there's a fear the cranes may topple over, as this one did in New York during Superstorm Sandy. High-rise residents who choose to ride out Irma are also being told to move to their building's interior because of the cranes, but also because of flying debris. After Hurricane Andrew in 1992, building codes required the use of hurricane-resistant windows. They remain intact after a single impact from a 2x4, traveling 50 feet per second.
Problem is in a hurricane is that it's possible that the window gets hit over and over and over and over again.
In Miami Beach, which on average is just 3 feet above sea level, storm surge is the big worry. 2 years ago, we visited this lab to see how a Category 5 hurricane sends giant walls of water inland. Miami Beach has 34 pump stations ready and another 30 on standby. They won't stop the storm surge, only dry the city out after Irma leaves. Mayor Philip Levine.
We won't be able to rescue people. We won't be able to necessarily help people. We want them to know that now. You need to leave Miami Beach.
Roughly 90,000 people live on the barrier island of Miami Beach, many of them elderly. For city leaders, the hope is to avoid traffic jams on the 4 causeways that lead on and off the island by starting that mandatory evacuation order now. Charlie?
Thanks, Mark.